Whether journalism, live performance or the burgeoning world of new media, technology is reinventing the careers of Media Super members. And as the super fund for the media industry, Media Super is changing too. To discuss how, I'm joined by Media Super CEO Graeme Russell. Graeme, from your office you get a helicopter view of the industry. What's your take on the changes we're witnessing, good or bad?
Well, I'm not sure it's a question of good or bad, Tracey. The fact is the printing industry and media industry are going through substantial change and making a transition to the digital economy. But when you think about it, information and communications is one of the fastest growing areas in our economy. So it's a change, certainly, but it's a change to just doing things differently. And we're seeing a lot of our members getting jobs in the digital economy world.
With fewer secure full-time jobs, surely this has an impact on members' retirement savings. Are we having to rethink the idea of lifelong superannuation contributions?
I think certainly we're having to help people work through changes to their income patterns. And through industry fund services, there's a financial planning service that's offered to our members, and we certainly encourage people to go and see financial planners to talk about things like when you are earning, maybe make additional contributions, or to help people access schemes like the government co-contribution scheme. And we're used to dealing with people with intermittent income because we do cover actors, after all, and also, freelance journalists, for example. So we're used to having that conversation with members. It just takes a bit more planning, I think.
Women in media also have particular challenges. What super products are on offer to help with women, many of whom have interrupted career paths?
Look, we're looking at that issue right now, in fact, and in a future conversation we might be able to say a bit more about that. We're looking at how what we call inactive accounts are structured, how fees apply, how the insurance continuation arrangements apply. So we'll probably come back at a later date on that. We, with other industry funds, have been very active in the campaign to try and convince the federal government to keep the low-income super contribution scheme, which we know from our own research has particularly benefited women. And finally, as you know, the government's looking at a paid parental leave scheme. We're hoping that the final design of that will include super contributions, so women and men on paid parental leave will be able to keep up their super contributions and continue their saving.
Beyond its financial services, what is Media Super offering for the future of this ever-changing industry?
Mainly what we do is support those who are leading the industry through change. So that's the industry associations, the major employers and the trade unions who are involved in our industry, and we work very closely with all of them. We support things like the Future Leaders in Print Awards, like the Future Print program. We've got some involvement with that. We support women in media, women in print, and a whole range of aspects that celebrate, the best of our industries. We're a major sponsor of the Walkley Awards, for example.
Finally, Graeme, what do you see as the biggest challenge for the industry in keeping pace with all of these changes around us?
Look, I think the main thing is that people understand that change is upon us and that we just need to deal with it. And we need to get in front of the changes and be driving them rather than let them, roll over the top of us. And certainly that's the attitude we take in the Super Fund, and that's why we're out and very active participants in our industries, helping them through the change process.
Graeme, thanks very much for your time.
Thank you.